this past All-Star weekend, I was asked a few questions. A few of my peers were asked questions like, what do you think about a one-on-one tournament in the NBA? Let me tell you about a one-on-one tournament in the NBA before we get back to Moon and Nesco. A one-on-one tournament in the NBA is not going to happen the way y'all want it to because there's a certain level of political slash professional stuff that happens in between, right? Say I go against somebody else, right? In the NBA, it could be Dame, Steph, it could be Darius Garland, it could be Donovan, it could be anybody, right? In the NBA, like it could be any point guard, right? That I match up with. A lot of guys, and it's not me, but a lot of guys don't want to be in front of the camera playing one-on-one. A lot of our one-on-ones when we're working out, especially when you're a professional NBA or you're an NBA player or you're a professional player, you do that in the sacredness of a private gym. You rarely play one-on-one for the cameras. Right, because one-on-one is meant to be a sacred act. That's how we describe it as pros, right? Since I was a kid, one-on-one has been a sacred act because you literally are going against somebody by yourself. It's the hardest thing to do is to play defense and have offense. So when you're watching these guys play on one-on-one, they're in great shape. A lot of guys are not in great shape, so you see the mistakes happen. But the one-on-one in the NBA version, a lot of guys will be in shape, but the quality of play will be based off of how hard we're going, and to be honest with you, a lot of guys are afraid to get embarrassed. A lot of guys are afraid to get crossed. A lot of guys are afraid to get dunked on. And a lot of guys are not afraid, in which I think opens up the door for not just All-Star weekend to be about the All-Stars playing one-on-one, but you should open that up for anybody to compete. And that should be the final, kind of stage where everybody plays. Like I think every team competitively should do one-on-one tournaments, and then you should get a player from each position, right? You get the best players from each position to play one-on-one against their matchup. You got 5 one-on-one players, 5 of your best one-on-one players, then they go and play against the other 29, other teams and their guys in positions, and then you spar. This is sparring. One-on-one is called sparring in the NBA. We don't play professional one-on-one, for money. We play team sports to win championships. That's what a lot of us do it for. But one-on-one exposes people to a whole different side of criticism because people literally are just watching you. So your whole game is literally being criticized and watched, and a lot of people are not used to that. You can hide when, again, I don't mean hide in a negative way when I say this. You can hide with your teammates on the floor, and you can, be in defensive position to hide somebody defensively or offensively. You're not a good shooter. You can cut. You can, go back door. You can screen. You can rebound. There are other things to do. But in one-on-one, you got to get a bucket in order to win.